Good morning from Belgrade, everybody. Today's the big day. I'm going to be going to the motherland. It's a very misty and murky morning today. If you have a look around, there's a thick fog or mist, so I'm not sure if there's going to be any problems at the airport. My flight isn't till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so that gives it a chance to burn off. So I'm all prepared for Russia. I've got my winter clothes here. I've got my gloves, my thermals, my hat, so I think I'm fully prepared, so I just hope they let me in this time. So I'm very tired this morning because yesterday I took an apartment for one day and the bed was extremely hard, so yeah, I got maybe 3 or 4 hours sleep at the most. Maybe I can get a few extra minutes when I get on the plane. Rule number 1 in Belgrade is never take a taxi from the street, and especially don't take a taxi when you arrive at the airport, because you've got the taxi mafia waiting for you there and you can be in for a nasty surprise. So instead, use the taxi app like Yandex or Cargo. They're two very popular services in Serbia. So I got Yandex here. So let's put in airport and see how much this is going to be. Belgrade Airport, 13 kilometers, 1,690 dinars. There we go. Let's order that. Okay, so my taxi is going to be here in 6 minutes. Takes about half an hour to get to the airport, maybe a little bit longer sometimes. Hvala puno.
Dobro, ok. Evo, gospodin završio, ima PCR, pa samo ako treba. Ako se ne slaže, dođi vamo,
So be aware that they're checking these PCR tests to make sure they're genuine here at Belgrade Airport. So don't think of doing anything dodgy like using Photoshop. So as if travel wasn't getting complicated enough before COVID-19, now it's getting even more difficult. You know, you have to provide these PCR tests, which aren't cheap. The one I got here in Belgrade was 50 euros, which might not sound that much money, but for Serbians it's a lot of money. Yeah, so there's all these other extra checks, and in the future I was reading that some airlines are going to be asking for proof of vaccination, so they're just putting up more and more hurdles, and I think a lot of people are just going to say, look, I'm not going to bother traveling. Okay everybody, so far I've jumped through 2 hurdles. I've got past check-in and I've got past passport control on my second assault on the Russian border. Okay everybody, I've arrived at Moscow Sheremetyevo Airport, and I'm just about to find out if they let me inside the country. They let me in. Alright everybody, I'm outside Sheremetyevo Airport and I've called a Yandex taxi. It took me probably about 30 minutes to get onto the internet to order a taxi, because you have to upload a copy of your passport and also a photo of yourself, so it's a bit of a pain in the bum. Gonna be tough finding my taxi. There's loads of taxis here. Okay. Alright everybody, I've made it to my hotel. It was a long journey from the airport, took over an hour. I think I slept for half of the journey. So let's go inside and have a look. Okay, so we're looking for room 552. Okay, so here we have it, room 552. Stick my funny little key in. And in we go. Lights. So, here we have it. This is a single room, 4-star hotel. Got a bed here, a single bed, but it's actually quite big, so it should be comfortable enough. Everything's pretty basic. I got a desk here for doing work. Let's have a look out the window. Nothing much to see out there. Let's have a look inside the bathroom. And yeah, a very simple bathroom with a bathtub. I might use that. So I think this is a pretty good price for 30 British pounds per night, because it's right in the centre of Moscow, right in the action. And there we have the famous Ussr department store. Most major cities in the former Soviet Union had a Ussr. There we have it everybody, St. Basil's Cathedral. So the other shopping centre that we saw was called Sum, and this one's called Gum. Very fancy, as we can see. I'm sure there's very swanky shops in there. And here everybody, we have the Bolshoi Theater. Now for those not familiar with Russian, Bolshoi is a Russian word for big, and as you can see it is very big. So we can see tonight there's a performance by Mr. Florian Zeller. No idea who he is. Okay chaps, now I'm at Lenin's library, and just look at the size of the building, it's huge. These pigeons aren't enjoying the weather any more than me today. Look at them, they've had enough. They wish they could fly south like other birds to somewhere warmer. Now usually I don't care too much for statues, but this is a really cool one. And as you can see there, if you understand Russian, at the bottom, Dostoevsky. So it's a famous author. And I like how his beard is kind of like molded into his body. Really cool statue, I like it. Up there we can see Library of the USSR, Lenina. The library is all closed today. I'm pretty sure it's because of coronavirus. You can see up there the hammer and sickle of the USSR. I'm not sure if that's bronze or wood. I think it's bronze, yeah. I'm sure it's very impressive inside. Such a shame I can't go in. The closer I get to the river here in Moscow, the more foul the weather is. Can only imagine how bad it's going to be in Siberia. And here we have Pashkoff House. So this is a neoclassical mansion from the late 19th century, and it's actually a part of the State Library. Ordinarily this would be open to tourists, but again, at the moment it's off bounds. Hello, what's going on in here? Looks like a coronavirus testing lab. So everybody, I'm down by the river now and I'm trying to find a cruise boat to get on, but I'm not sure where the piers are. So this is the boat that I want to get on, but I have no idea where it stops. So I'm just gonna go down here further and hope for the best. Looks like a cool boat, but not many people on board. And here we have the Cathedral of Christ the Saviour. Huge cathedral. Very impressive. Very ornate doors there. But now I'm going to cross the river to the other side because there's loads of stuff over there. Now, one of the first things you notice about Moscow is how clean it is. I mean, if you look at these pavements, they're absolutely perfect and they're spotless, not a single cigarette butt around. And if people are smoking cigarettes, they stub them out and they put them in the bin. So take note, other European countries. So here we have a huge statue to commemorate Peter the Great and the 300th anniversary of the Russian Navy. As you can see, it's a weird looking thing. There's a big bloke up there steering a boat. I assume that's Peter the Great. It's a real masterpiece of engineering, although it's somewhat creepy, I would say. Well, I haven't managed to find where the tourist boat stopped today, so I'm going to have to do it another day, I think. Running out of time, it'll be dark soon. And over there, we've got the iconic landmark, the Kremlin. Over in front of me there, got St. Basil's Cathedral and Red Square. I think over the other side of the street there, the flowers where Boris Nemtsov was killed some years ago. Hello everybody, I'm back in Red Square now, and as you can see, the lights are all up for Christmas. It's looking absolutely stunning. And over here we have an ice rink. I think it's operational now, so let's go and have a look. No, as you can see, nobody's on it yet. They're getting it ready, but it's going to be very cool. And over here near the ice skating rink, we've got Lenin's tomb. I haven't been in there yet myself. It's closed at the moment because we don't want Lenin getting coronavirus, do we? So I read something about Lenin recently, saying that they're planning to move him from this mausoleum. I'm not sure what they're planning to do with him. Maybe they're going to pickle him in vinegar like the babushkas do with cucumbers. Okay, looks like they're about to open their gate soon. There's a queue of people waiting. Here we can see the price list. I think for adults it's 700 rubles and for children 400. Not bad, not bad. It's a bit busier today than last time I was here. You can see there's quite a few people milling around. I don't see that many tourists. I think a lot of the tourists I've seen have been domestic tourists from other parts of Russia. I haven't heard many foreign accents. Now it's only 2:30 in the afternoon here in Moscow, and already the light is fading, and by 4 o'clock it'll be pitch black. So everybody, I'm now on the main walking street in Moscow, and at weekends the street gets very busy. People are parading up and down. I believe it's called Stroeni Street. I'm probably saying that wrong. But yeah, lots of people walking up and down. And guys, if you see a lady you like the look of, you can stop and talk to her. They're very open here. Lots of cafes, restaurants. We can see even KFC has become a victim of the COVID crisis. Here we have one of Moscow's countless theaters. And we can see at the moment they've got Anna Karenina, the musical. I think theaters are still in operation at the moment, but they have some kind of social distancing rules, so they're only allowed to operate at a maximum of 25% seating capacity, I believe. Getting towards my hotel now, and we can see there's a lot of fancy shops in this area. Bulgari, Cartier. There's a lot of money sloshing around in Moscow. Good morning everybody. It's 9:30 in the morning and I'm off to meet Mr. Bolden Bankrupt for breakfast. So he's just got back from his trip to the Caspian Sea or wherever it was, and I'm off to St. Petersburg today, and I believe he's sticking around in Moscow, so we're gonna have a little catch up before I go. So it's cold, wet and windy this morning in Moscow. Normal weather for this time of year. So everybody, I'm here with Bolden Bankrupt after his epic voyage to the Caspian Sea and back. Benjamin, how are you feeling there? Ben's a bit shy today because he's got a huge zit on his face. So it's really squally weather here in Moscow. Benjamin's all wrapped up like an Eskimo. So look, if anything happens in this ice skating rink, you've got the emergency exits here. How'd you like that? Right, everybody, so today the ice rink is in operation. I asked Mr. Bold and Bankrupt if he'd like to go ice skating, but he's too scared. Look at Benjamin eyeing up the Louis Vuitton store. It's very generous of Benjamin to take me for lunch, seeing as I'm a struggling YouTuber. Metro now. It's supposed to be the most beautiful metro in Moscow. Let's see. I came here to Mayakovskaya metro station because I heard it's the most beautiful metro station in Moscow. So inside it's supposed to look like a ballroom, very exuberant. But I was just inside the station. I can't see anything special, so I don't know if I'm at the wrong metro station. There's another Mayakovskaya, or maybe I was at the wrong entrance or the wrong exit or something, but okay, so here's the plan. I'm going to go back inside and see if I can find the cool part, and if I can't, there's supposed to be another cool metro called Komsomolskaya, so let's see if that one's any better. So I'm back in Mayakovskaya metro station now. And it's very nice. It's a nice metro station, but it's not what I saw in the photos. I mean, as you can see, nice ceiling there with the lamps and the hammer and sickle above the lamps. So I'm going to keep on going in this direction, and if I don't see anything special, then I'm going to go to Komsomolskaya metro, wherever that is. Komsomolskaya metro, but this one is very nice and ornate as well. So they have a map of the metro. It's pretty small though, it gives you a headache trying to find out where to go. I'm looking for Komsomolskaya, so I go down to the K. Ah, there we go, C4. ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, Komsomolskaya. And where am I now? I'm one stop away, so that should be easy. There we go. Komsomolskaya should be the next stop. Let's see. Ah, this metro station is called Beloruskaya. Actually, no, I'm wrong. It's 3 stops. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's the next stop. Drum roll, please.
This is Komsomolskaya. Change here for line 1 and D2.
Okay, and here we go. Komsomolskaya metro certainly doesn't disappoint. got some magnificent Soviet era chandeliers here. Wow, look, there's a train and I'm standing right above the train. If I was a stuntman, I could jump on there and make a cool video, but I'm not stupid. I've never seen a metro station like this before, where you can literally stand above the trains that are going past. So I'm actually getting quite lost inside here. I'm trying to find the exit, but this station is just huge. Wow, look at that. Another cool mural on the wall. Looks like they're doing some kind of mining, and there's also guys there. I thought these guys had guns, but they're drills, so yeah, it looks like a coal mine. There's a plane there with SSR on it. And over here we've got some more people. It looks like they're putting down the train tracks. Maybe these are the people that constructed the Moscow metro. Alright, I'm hoping that's the exit over there, and I can get a taxi back to the hotel. It seems like every taxi I should say in Russia is a white Kia. And I'll tell you a funny story about when I was in St. Petersburg. I almost got into the wrong car. This car came along with, it was a white Kia, and it is almost exactly the same registration plate apart from one digit. And I was trying to put my luggage in the boot, and the driver wouldn't come out, and I was like, what the hell is going on? So I was banging on her window to tell her to open the boot, and she's very polite actually. I realized that this wasn't my taxi. Okay everybody, that's about it from me from Moscow, but I'm going to be returning here in a couple of weeks on my way out of the country, so I'm going to make another video showing you more of the city, because there's so much. It's such a huge city and there's so much to see, I couldn't possibly do it in one video. So I'm waiting for my taxi now. He's going to take me to the train station and then to St. Petersburg. Here he is. Co dá switcha? Spasibo.